Striking a balance between work and children can be stressful. Women in Silicon Valley who want a career have to fight against something much more banal, just being a woman. No one knows that better than neuroscientist Vivienne Ming. Before her transition, Vivienne was called Evan. Evan founded a startup. After her transition, when Vivienne tried to found a second company, she found it much more difficult to secure investment capital.
How is it possible that the woman with all of the degrees and the PhDs and the research and the technology and this amazing business plan had a vastly harder time raising money than this completely unqualified young college dropout, other than I was a man the first time and I was a woman the second time? I jokingly say about transition, it turned out life was too easy, and I wanted to level up, you know, play the game at a tougher level, try doing it backwards in heels.
After her transition, Ming began to ask herself why people in Silicon Valley were so backward when it came to equality. For a startup business, she'd established a contact database of programmers. With data from her contacts, she was able to estimate how much less women earned in the high-tech sector compared to men over the course of a career. Her results showed that women paid what amounted to a kind of tax just because of their gender. Ming looked for indices that could predict how high this tax is in a particular company.
And it turned out the biggest predictor far and away was a really simple one: a picture of the leadership team. The more women were in the executive ranks or on the board, the more women, the smaller the tax was.
Altogether, Ming estimated that women who pursued a career in the U.S. tech industry, on average, lost $250,000 a year in salary.
Imagine in the U.S. or in Germany or anywhere in the world, we, somewhat bizarrely, said, you know what, we're going to double the income tax, but only on men. I guarantee you that within 5 or 10 years, men are going to start staying home, and they're going to start raising the family. It just makes rational sense.
Despite this disadvantage, women in the U.S. make up more than half of all university graduates. That's also true of the University of Berkeley, where Ming is a visiting scholar at the Redwood Center for Theoretical Neuroscience. She always tries to encourage her female students when they hear things like, women aren't intelligent enough to work in the sciences.
When I first got here to UC Berkeley and to Stanford, a lot of grad students and postdocs would come to me and say, gosh, I've got this new algorithm, what do you think I can do with it? Once I transitioned, those questions, all of them just ended. I don't think I've been asked a mathematical question in an academic context in the last 10 years of my life.
Vivienne transitioned a decade ago. When her children ask about the man in family photos, she tells them she was born in the wrong body. Even if some in Silicon Valley find that difficult, her kids accept it.